Welcome everyone to this channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Dennis. You're more than welcome to subscribe to this channel. Just found out that Walgreens and CVS are shutting down thousands and thousands of stores. This is when you know something is not right. Something in the economy doesn't match what you hear on TV, what you've been hearing from the news, which is all maybe fake. So the house marketing is super skyrocketing, and CVS will be closing 900 more stores. The CVS pharmacy will close in more 900 more stores locations because the economy. Walgreens just shut down last year 1,200 stores, and this year is going to be 500 more closing this year, and they're losing about $100 billion because nobody's buying anything. If you walk into a Walgreens or any CVS, you're gonna see that everything is so empty. People are not buying no more, and wages stay the same. And the products that they have, they're really expensive. Macy's as well is closing stores, and it's like when you buy a car. You're paying about 7% interest rate with the inflation at 2.7. The inflation, and if you have a health insurance, you gotta pay at least $540 a month. Car insurance about $600 a month, and the wages stay the same. You make 7.25 an hour to maybe like $14 an hour, and in Texas you need at least to live well maybe 95 to $100,000 a year to pay your utilities, your rent, your bill. And Walgreens is just closing so many stores this year, as long as CVS as well, and also Dollar Tree about 700 stores. Last year, total in United States was 7,000 retail stores closing. This year is going to be double. By the end of October, it's going to be 15,000 stores closing completely. Um, Macy's is going to be closing about 150 locations, so which means something is not right with the economy. Only thing you see is like if you go on any block in the United States, especially this block, you're going to see at least 5, 7 houses for sale, which means something is not right. Now, why Walgreens is closing so many stores? Why Walgreens is closing like thousands of stores in CVS and Dollar Tree and Macy's? That surprises me. We're living in the greatest economy. No wonder why. 2008 we had a economy crash, which my real estate just called me and say they haven't been able to sell maybe 5 houses through the whole year. It's been the slowest year of the whole entire, maybe in a decade. Nobody's buying land or houses, which means everything skyrocket. Inflation stays pretty high sky. People can barely afford to pay their rent, their utilities. People have to have at least 2, 3 jobs. There's no longer middle class anymore. There's only lower class, and the richer getting richer, and the poor sinking into to drowning. There not be no more squeezing. If you squeeze that lime, if you squeeze that lime so many times, there will be no more juice. People are trying to get a womb to tomb, but it seems like things are getting even worse. What that means is probably the most lowest middle class um, couples don't want to have no kids no more, which means in 10, 20, 30 years, there will be no more, no many people in this world, which means the economy is going to get even worse. Younger couples can't even buy diapers from Walmart because they skyrocketing. People rather go to Aldi instead of Walmart because it's a little bit cheaper. So surprises me, people are going broke. People have stopped paying their bills. Judge me if I'm wrong, but things don't seem to be so great. Things only getting even worse and higher. Interest rates, higher rent, but your boss is not going to give you a raise in about 2, 3, 5 years, which means you're literally repeating in that rat race, that 9 to 5, that matrix, heading nowhere from Monday to Sunday. Wake up, work, repeat, no getting nowhere. So, which means there hasn't been any single uh, way. Even the AI right now is taking advantage of that. If you get fired, if you're trying to get a job or argue about your, you want to argue about your salary, they can easily replace you with AI now, and AI is going to do the job. Especially Amazon is trying to lay off about 6,000 employees because AI is taking place. So with this AI, it's going to eventually replace most of human labor, which is going to be an impact in the economy and the people's rent, people's wallet, people's groceries. It's going to be really, really hard to survive. People have even thought about living into their truck, into their van, going off the grid or something, because people living in that credit card, that the interest rate is so high that they're in about 20 to 30 to 40 in debt. They're tired of it. They cannot keep up with that debt, so they don't know what to do with that money that they used that it wasn't even their money, which they're thinking about going off the grid to start doing fishing or hunting, because people had to go to food banks to get some food in the United States, which is insane. I started to realize that how in the world people go homeless and people cannot afford to pay the rent, their utilities, their mortgage, and people started realizing that they just can't keep up no more with their rent. It's so hard, it's so difficult to know that um, you even have to ask for help to get your kids supplies for school, and you're just literally getting poor every single day. So that's the meaning, that that's the reality, that people are going broke. People are not buying anything. People can barely even afford to buy their groceries. It's a luxury now. It became really skyrocketing by all the tariffs that we're paying, which is really sad. And I hope, I'm talking about for all the people lower middle class and the people that make about 25 to $30,000 a year. It's so difficult, especially if you have one or maybe four kids, to have roof over your head, to have food, to have a something to wear. Is so difficult. People try to go to thrift stores because they can't even afford to go to Target to buy some clothes. It's so difficult right now. And all you're seeing is a lot of different stores shutting down, like Walgreens, CVS, Dollar Tree. They're gone. They're going to eventually disappear. Even Macy's. I remember when JCPenney closed as well. It's gone. It's only online. So I guess there's many things that are not really matching correctly. When I heard on the news that we have the greatest economy, which I don't understand. How are you all doing with your daily life? How do you guys? I wanna see your comments. How do you stay up with this economy? How do you pay your credit card? How do you how do you pay your rent? What do you do? Like, how do you do your utilities? I want to hear. I wanna see your comment down below. Any ideas? Like, how do you stay up with this economy that is getting even worse and worse and worse every time, higher and higher and higher? The dollar is being inflated at 2.7%, which means everything's gonna get way even worse in 2030. By 2028, there's gonna be invaded by AI, and it's gonna be so much technology that it's gonna be so hard to find a job. People are gonna eventually lose their job. We only had about 22,000 jobs this year, which is the lowest since 1989. Only 22,000 jobs available in the whole United States, which means every city is like a ghost city. Go to New York, go to San Francisco, go to Las Vegas. It's really empty as hell. People are not selling anything. People are not buying anything. I don't know. You may be thinking I'm wrong, but do some research. But they're losing tons of billions of dollars. So Walgreens is shutting down because the economy. CVS as well, Macy's and Dollar Tree. What do you all think? I want to hear your opinion. Y'all take care. God bless.